Hey guys, welcome back to another JoshL2 video. It's 3 in the morning right now, and I honestly should be asleep, but I want to get this level out of the way and the next one too, because these two levels, this one and the next one, are very long. As you can see, this is bumper to the extreme, which probably would have been a better level title, honestly. Um, so there's, I want to say this is in not CCLP4 as well, but I don't know. I don't remember for certain. Um, but yeah, as you can see, this is all the level is. So it's the long block pushing level of this decade. I didn't think I had one, but I guess this technically qualifies as one. So we'll go with it. So there's not much to say about this level in particular. There is, however, one thing that the hint used to mention that I don't know why I mentioned it at the time, but I felt the need to do so. And that is, this level was actually designed at, well, at the time, it was designed at my girlfriend's house. That girlfriend is the same girl that I mentioned in circles, and I had brought my laptop with me, and I had to sleep downstairs due to her parents' wishes. But I was downstairs while while everyone was sleeping. Well, I was still awake because I couldn't sleep, and I had a level idea of what if I took bumper and just made it big. Yeah, I mean that's not the best idea in the world. I mean, let's be realistic. I'm trying to be fast with this, and that's why I'm pushing multiple blocks in at the same time. But basically I opened up my laptop and just opened up the editor and made this level, and I just felt the need to mention in the hint that, oh, by the way, I designed this at my girlfriend's house, because that needed to be mentioned. Obviously, I've edited the hint since then, as you see there. I think I did that after we broke up, actually. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But yeah, that's really the only interesting piece of history this level has to me as a designer. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this level. So let me try to think of other things I can talk about. I know there was a level in Ultimate Chip 5 that was Bumper 2.0, which used the bumper concept, but it kind of did something different with it. And I like that level too, but it was, I honestly don't even remember the level, honestly. I'd have to look at it in the editor to kind of refresh my memory on it. All I remember is that it used trap buttons, and then you had to get them off the actual bumper part, and I think you had to put them back on a different bumper track. I don't remember if that's the case though. I think the middle one. Yeah. So the middle one, and then this whole right side is complete. Don't ask me what the block pushing level of the 70s decade is. Most people would probably say it's pole position. I know for certain that that is in the 70s. But it's not excessive like this one is. This was also in the this was also played in the when played in the JoshL2 LP that Trevor did. This was also part of a on the call thing that I mentioned last time that we did, where Rock infamously did like one of the most funniest moments in the entire LP, which had to do with something about Trevor's catchphrase of "our retinas are detaching" or something, but it was hilarious. Not the best place to crack jokes on a big block pushing level, but I mean, it was entertaining. It made the LP, to be completely honest. It was just so much fun. And, you know, I miss both Rock and Trevor. I mean, one of these days, I want to hang out with Trevor again, if he ever watches this. I do want to hang out with him again whenever he's back in California with his college career and such. But it's just a shame, you know, that at one point, you know, Trevor, myself, and I were like the main CCLPers. And now it's just mostly me. I mean, Jeffrey does them every once in a while. I mean, JB will do them too. But I mean, that's really all for the main ones. And it's just kind of sad that, you know, of the original, you know, Trevor, me, and Rock, I'm the only one that's still doing it out of the three. I don't know. I miss them, but I know they moved on with their lives and did better things, and you know, it makes me think maybe I should do something like that too. But you know, I like the game. You know, I like playing it, and that's not gonna change. Okay, House of Pathex. So at this point in the set, when I was designing it, I figured this level was like one of the hardest levels in the entire set. I do remember I added this hint specifically for Trevor when he LP'd it, and that's one thing I regret doing. I added like Zane has done with ZK Adventure with me LPing it and having hints that specifically relate to me. I did it for Trevor, and this is probably not the worst example. It was a fair warning that, hey, this is one of the hardest levels in the set. If you mess up, you have to do it all over again. But it's not. I don't remember this level, honestly. A lot of people thought this pi symbol was an indicator that it's, you know, pi guy difficulty, but it's just how. It's just a block setup I had. And look at those ugly north thin wall placements. Like, God, that is just nasty. It's not nasty. I mean, you know what I mean. It's just like this connection. It just irritates me. So basically, this whole level is, you know, Cloner's Maze, fourplex-ish type stuff. So cloning off the blue lock, that's really all I can do. I can't do anything off the yellow lock, so let's just move on. I think this is just one continuous track. Uh-oh. It doesn't help that I don't remember this level well enough either. But that's part of the joy of LPing this set, is because it's so old, I don't remember a lot of these later levels. The beginning ones I only remember, or remembered, because, you know, those are probably my personal favorites of the set, is the beginning half. The latter half, it gets interesting as the set goes on. Okay, I see where I messed up. I didn't grab this chip. And this will just deflect. So I need to grab that. Clone 3. Crap. Oh, come on, really? Man. Stupid blocks. Yeah, this is not a level I'm particularly happy with. The title, I want to say I wanted it to reference the movie House of Wax, even though I've never seen that movie. I'm not a horror movie type of person. That's one thing about me that no one really knows much about, is I don't do horror movies. They're just a little too much for my mind. I have a pretty sensitive mindset, so. Okay, so I need, let's see, I'm gonna clear that. It needs to be cleared. Oh, you're doing that again? Are you serious? Now I have to rely on collisions. Oh, there's one. Oh. I don't like this level. I think this is why I ultimately stopped making levels like this. Like monster manipulation levels or whatever. It's just with this set, I just didn't know how to design a really good one. I mean, I've never really been one for monster manipulation levels. I tried this to fix that with JoshL2 by designing a few just for variety's sake, and just to say, hey, I can make these types of levels too. Just give me a minute. Oh, it seems like every time it just goes right there. Oh my god, this is stupid, man. I haven't even gotten past the first freaking cloning room. It seems like no matter what I do, no matter what kind of approach I take, a glider always goes to cloning additional gliders and making that room chaos. I don't know. And I'm thinking about my moves too. It's just I don't know. I mean, I know I designed a few cloner's maze type stuff, post JoshL2, like what's that one in JoshL4 called? It has like green locks everywhere. I think it's Green Key Palace or something like that. Okay, send one up there first. This is annoying. I just don't have anything else to say about this. I do not like this level anymore. It's more annoying than anything else. Okay, I do that. Alright, clear that out. Clone one. Clear a bomb. Cool. Clone another one. Let one go up there. Get that bomb. Okay, cool beans. Clone another one. Clear that chip. And clear that bomb. Clone another one. Let it clear that bomb. Get this chip. Let it do that thing. And get that chip. And that chip. Clear those two. Clone two. And get the rest of the chips. And I'm finally done. God, I can actually move on with this level. And I can get a green key that subverts the chip thing. Okay. Clone one. Let it bounce around. Do I want to collect that chip yet? I don't know yet. Yes, I do. Let it bounce around again. Let it go back. Collect that chip. Okay, what now? Clear that one. Okay, cool. Clear that one. Alright. I can clear those two, and I can clear those two. Awesome. Okay. I can get those two. And I can get that. Alright, awesome. Now what? Seems like I missed a path, so I'm most likely going to be screwed now. How many do I need? 4 more. Okay. So that's there. How am I gonna get those? That's pretty near impossible. There's one. There's two. And 3. Wow, I cannot believe that actually worked. Okay, I'll take it. I think I deserve some kind of cloning shenanigans solution after that BS. Okay, this one's easy, thankfully. Okay, I actually have to dodge a ball, but that's okay. Okay, now we have some interesting stuff. Okay, so we got that. Let us clone 4. Okay, one more. And then we'll open up that path. Okay, yeah, I don't want anything to go that way. So I think I want 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 just to be safe. One more. And I'll open up this little path right here just to have it. Because I know I need one more after this bomb. Okay, now I think we are set to go. We can just clear all the rest of these out. So this is another case of a level that starts off difficult, but gets easier. Except now we have to get a bug. Okay, so we can see there that there's water, so we're going to need blocks, but we can only get one at the moment. So we need to guide this bug to press them all. And these are connected in a really bizarre order. Okay, so I want to get this bug. Take this bug back to where it was. Just so it doesn't annoy me. Actually, I think it's going to annoy me regardless. I shouldn't be doing this. Okay. So I'm going to need quite a few blocks, but thankfully the path doesn't really interfere with the bug. So I should be fine. I almost drowned in the water. I would have just said screw this recording and quit if I died right there. I would have been so upset. So we still have 38 chips left, and I think this level started off like 185 or something like that. Definitely something I really like doing, or I don't do enough of really, is, you know, have massive amount of chips in a level, but make it like a level like this, or well, not like this. This isn't a good level. Make it as such that, you know, as you progress, you just get more chips as you go on. But it has like a high amount, like 150, 170, or whatever. You know, I think levels like that are really cool. And the lower the chip count gets, you know, the more okay, the thing the window went inactive. Thank God I wasn't doing anything like this when it did that. Alright, one more block and I can move on. This is a level, guys. A level I designed for the set. And we have a pretty complex ending room. I'm not going to push any buttons for just yet. So I think it clones up. It has to. If it cloned left, it wouldn't. Fireballs wouldn't escape this room. Okay. So that's easier said than done. Let's clone another one. Okay, so if I let one go, it bounces like that and bounces around. So what do I want it to do? Okay, if I hit the tank button, this is actually it's a bit interesting. I'll give it that, but the location of the buttons is a little strange. So clone another one. Now it goes in there. I can safely get that, no problem. So what do I want to do now? I realize I can just easily flood this room with fireballs and just get the keys right off the bat, but there's a socket blocking it anyway, so that wouldn't do me any good. Okay, clone another one. Okay, I think now I can collect that. That way they can go backwards. Alright. The good thing is if I clone a lot of fireballs, I can at least block them off with this toggle door here. Alright, now I think I'm safe to go and collect that. Alright, one more chip and it's just in here. Alright. So I want to clear that first and clone 2. Alright, and then we just get 1 fireball and we're done. That is House of Pathex, everybody. I don't like this level. It didn't suit well with me. I mean, replaying the start several times like that, it just got annoying. But I mean, the level in general, it's a linear cloner's maze block pushing level. The fact it's linear just doesn't make this. It hinders the level. I think if this level was like do in whatever order you want, or had a very small order, you know, an order that didn't really matter, it would have been a better level. But yeah, I don't know. It just didn't suit well with me. It took a lot longer than it needed to. Alright. I want to play this level, but at the same time, I want to end the recording because screw it. You guys deserve this. There are a few shortcuts in this level, mainly for optimizers. This is the one and only Frozen Labyrinth, everyone. The initial set this level originated from. That is right. A JoshL2 level got into CCLP1. Now, as mentioned before, the 2 levels that inspired this to be made was, well, not the levels, but there are 2 sections and 2 different levels, respectively, that inspired this level as a whole. That was one section in Yet Another Strange Maze, which was 57, and Closed Track, which was level 62. I kind of designed those 2 sections as a way to prepare myself to make a maze like this. It was kind of like, okay, let me try to make a maze like this and just add it to make it a section of a level, just because why not? And then I actually sat down at my computer and just said, okay, well, let's try to make this legit maze. What inspired it in general was there's been mazes where water is the acting wall, fire is the acting wall, bombs, traps, force floors, clone machines, locks. I mean, it's all been done in one way or another. But then I thought ice has not been used as acting walls, and for obvious reasons, I can see why they aren't. But then I thought, well, if I try to make ice the acting wall in a maze, like make an ice maze where the ice, like in layman's terms, make an ice maze that's not an ice maze like you would expect, like Ice Slide or Ice Cube or whatever. The goal was to make a level that used ice as the acting wall. Of course, that can't be done with ice by itself, so I used thin walls, which it turned into this. Some people have claimed this is one of the greatest mazes in existence. which is honestly probably in my opinion an over exaggeration. I mean, I'm happy with the level. Yeah, I'm really proud of the execution. I wouldn't call it the greatest maze in existence though, or the greatest maze ever. I'm certainly happy it's in CCLP 1. Like I think even if Tyler, who loved this level to start with, wasn't on the CCLP 1 staff, I think this would have made it in regardless. I don't know. I don't know the ranking this got in CCLP 1 voting, but it was regarded as one of the best mazes ever at the time. I don't know if that's still true to this day. I think a lot better mazes have been made since then. But for the time it was made, it was pretty amazing. I'm definitely happy with the level. It's refreshing to play after that hellhole of Pathex. That house was hell. It's refreshing to play, and it's honestly one of my best levels in this set. Just based off originality alone, it's 100% original. The idea has never been done before. It still hasn't really been done before, and I think it hasn't been done even after Frozen Labyrinth's been official in an official set. No one's really done a level like this because, and I can't really speak for anyone, but it's probably because this level just does it perfect as it is, which is not me tooting my own horn or being a perfectionist or of any kind. Just I think a lot of people respect this level enough to not do anything with it. I mean, Zane made and ZK Ideas a ton of modifications of Frozen Labyrinth. Frozen Labyrinth with the ice as actual walls, blue walls, fire, water, bombs, invisible walls. He's done it. He's combined like every other element with this same maze format. He's even done like, Meth Labyrinth or whatever, which was pretty hilarious, or Treasure Labyrinth. I mean, they're fun. Go check out ZK Ideas if that interests you. Shameless advertising for Zane Hart. But yeah, it's one of my favorite levels in this set. I'm happy that it got into CCLP 1. I'm happy that a lot of people like this level and realize the originality it holds. It makes me very happy. What the hell. Waterlogged is another maze. Yeah, I was very eager to get to Frozen Labyrinth. If that wasn't obvious enough. But this is a water maze now, which in hindsight isn't nothing different. I kind of had brush fire in mind, but wanted to have water instead. Can't really be done with having a bug of any kind, since everything but gliders dies in water in CC1. But I had the idea of going through a maze and just pressing 2 buttons that connect to the same block cloner so you can exit the level. This was put into JCCLP 1, named Hydroxin. I think that's what I named it. Random name change, I don't know. I think Waterlogged is a better name, honestly. And modified the level a little bit to have, chips added to it, water as the border instead of walls, gliders circling the border, etc. The typical Josh modifications. I don't know if anything I do is typical. I mean, blue wall mazes, obviously. I mean, variety, long campaign levels, as Jeffrey has mentioned, I guess is something I do more than I realize. I don't know. I think I started doing that with JoshL2, honestly. But that's for another video, because Waterlogged is complete. Now we're on Blocked Course, which, as the time limit shows, which, to be completely honest, a time limit of 950, you might as well just make it 999 in my honest opinion. But I wanted to have a unique time limit, so 950 seemed unique at the time. I guess it still is unique, but anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I mean, 40-minute video. I didn't intend on House of Pathex taking as long as it did. I'm really happy that I made 2 maze levels after the fact, after that level, because as I've mentioned thousands of times already, the set was assembled in the order I designed these levels in. So I designed Frozen Labyrinth right after a cloning level, and a water maze right after that. So 2 maze levels right after a massive cloning linear level like that, probably a good thing. Something I would do now, probably not. I think putting 2 mazes back to back like that isn't the smartest idea, but at least both those mazes were different. They had different objectives, which I think makes it good and okay. And House of Pathex is hell. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later for Blocked Course. Got teeth monsters there. Pretend they're waving by. I don't know. I'm going to bed.